Hi, second graders. I have a read aloud for you today. It's called The Heavy Cart. And as I read, I want you to think about the plot of the story. The plot is what happens in the beginning, middle, and end of the story. Every story has one big main idea. And so that's what I want you to pay attention to as I'm reading. Good readers pay attention to what happens and the order in which it happens. Then they think about what they learned to help them understand the big idea of the story. So keep that in mind as I read our story today. The Heavy Cart. Fred the farmer had a huge load of bananas to take to market. His load was so large that his cart moved slowly toward town. Meanwhile, Elsie the flower grower was pulling a load of flowers to market. Her flowers were not heavy, so her cart moved quickly, and she passed Fred. She asked, "Do you want me to carry some of your bananas for you so you can get to market more quickly?" Fred said no. He knew he would have to give Elsie some of his bananas to repay her for carrying them. He had worked hard all year and he wanted to sell every last one of them. Unfortunately, by the time Fred got to market, everyone had gone home. His bananas turned rotten and Fred made no money. The next week, Fred carried a load of mangoes to market. Again, his cart was so full that he could only move slowly. Again, Elsie passed him with her cart and offered to take some of his mangoes so that he could go to market on time. Fred said no, and again, by the time he got to town, no one was there. Fred made no money and his mangoes rotted soon after. The next week, Fred carried a huge load of corn. His cart was heavier than ever. Elsie passed by him with a huge load of flowers. Again, she offered to carry some of his corn. Fred thought about how he kept getting to market too late. He decided that having to give Elsie some money would be better than not getting any money at all. "I would be happy to let you assist me," Fred finally said. So Fred and Elsie set up shop in the market. Everyone wanted to buy Elsie's flowers, and when they saw Fred's corn, they bought it too. Fred made a lot of money and offered to give Elsie some. Elsie said, "That is quite generous, but I have enough. My flower crops were abundant this year." That means she grew a lot of flowers and sold them. "I have more money than I need." Fred said, "Then will you be my partner? I think we would work well together." Elsie agreed, and from then on, they always set up a booth at the market together. Everyone was drawn to the booth because of Elsie's beautiful flowers, and Fred was very happy that his produce never went rotten again. Produce is the fruit that he was trying to sell, or the corn, the vegetables. So, when I read, I think about what happens in the beginning, middle, and end of the story. In the beginning, Fred can only move slowly because his cart is so heavy, but he turns down Elsie's help. In the middle, Fred turns down Elsie's help again. In the end, Fred finally becomes partners with Elsie. When I want to figure out the big idea of a story, it helps me to think about what happened in the story. One time, I was trying to build a fort. My brother helped me, and together we built a great fort. We made a good team, just like Fred and Elsie did. I think the big idea of this story is sometimes we need others to help us solve problems. So I hope you enjoyed the read aloud today, and I hope you are understanding more about what the big idea is. So have a great day.